going to segue us into like the main talking point we came here to talk about, which I don't care if we ever get there, but it's part of this conversation.
No, that it definitely is a
No,
natural progression.
but when AI art, which reached prominence this year, which is strange to realize, when
Hmm.
I saw people talking about that, I think I even tweeted it. I was like, "Hey, welcome to the synthesizer, guys!" Like,
Yeah, yeah.
like,
This is nothing new.
yeah,
It's not new.
musicians have been fighting this since like the '70s, like,
Hmm.
and what like, you're just now realizing that the corporate world and the mass populace will replace you in a heartbeat. They don't care,
Hmm.
and that's not to be a doomer. It's like that should be like, hey, go make something a computer can't.
Yeah,
Better,
raise the
better
bar.
yet, what we're talking about, go find a way to utilize it for you.
Yeah, make it a tool that you can use to take what you're doing to another level.
Yep.
Don't stand there and on the street screaming and railing against the thing that is coming regardless. Like you're
Yeah.
not going to stop it.
Well,
It's not going to disappear.
let's because we understand this so well, and I'm going to go on a branch in hubris and say that. Let's sum up this entire timeline of how this is going to work. AI art. There's going to be douchebags who use it, of course, and try to claim it as art when they do nothing with it. All they do is
Hmm.
type a sentence, and they're going to try to do that. Welcome to the synthesizer, guys. Well, welcome to auto tune. What's going to happen is there's going to be a guy. He exists right now. Some kid that's a good artist that's going to grow up with AI, and when he's 20 or 30, he's going to make something and he's going to make tons of money off of it like that. And he's going to be
Hmm.
some guy on YouTube or some guy on Twitter that the ton of people are going to hate, and the mass of people are going to love what he makes because he knows what he's doing. And he's not a
Hmm.
con, he's an artist. And he has
Yeah.
accepted this technology and he's figured out a way to do it a way no one else. And then what will happen is the art he makes will get integrated into the system and people will rip him off. And that's going to
Yeah.
happen numerous times because that's what happens
Hmm.
every time.
Yeah,
Be that
that's
guy.
always the progression. Well, and I'll be perfectly honest, and you know how many because I send you stuff all the time.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to be that guy.
Yeah.
Like I have spent the last year and a half or so really like looking at multiple different AI programs and trying to find ways to take the the stuff that I draw and paint or whatever on a page and run it through a series of tools to see what I can do to let AI take it further, or how can I use AI not to produce my artwork, but can I use AI to give me a composition that I wouldn't have thought of on my
And
own,
then you
or
can
can I
use it
use
and then you can
AI
create it.
to give me a color palette that I wouldn't have thought of on my own, but now I look at it as okay, that's a great color palette.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna use that as a springboard, but not say okay, this is my art.
Yeah.
No, I use this as a tool, but like it's the same thing that the guitar and the amp. You know,
Mm-hmm.
it used to just be oh well, there's just an acoustic guitar. Okay, well now there's an amp. And that amp has settings, and I can have distortion, or I can have a pedal, or I can have wah, and all that stuff. It's just a tool.
The amp distortion. I think I'm right on this. I would love to be corrected. Distortion, I believe, came from cranking it very loudly, but because they wanted it to sound like horns from like big
Yeah.
bands and stuff, and they wanted to compete with that. People don't remember that rock bands used to have a horn section, and the guitar was kind of there, and it was very clean. And a lot of these guys were like, "Well, we can play this," and they started
Mm-hmm.
cranking it up. And then, of
Mm-hmm.
course, the rest is history, so they say. But I'm gonna go off on a limb here and think, man, and be like, here's what needs to happen because this is what we're doing. We are using AI art, and I don't consider it art, to create ideas and landscapes to better articulate our world for other people. We won't sell it. We won't call it art. But it's like if I have a lore video we're making to show part of our world,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to have Josh draw huge, massive landscapes when we can give an idea of it through AI.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome to the welcome to the synthesizer. what will happen is, because it's already, if it continues this way, AI art can't be copyrighted. So how do you get around that? You sell prints or ideas or things like this. Goes back to music. You don't sell music, guys. You sell tickets. You don't
Yeah.
sell AI art. You sell signatures. You sell other stuff.
Yeah,
So
that's the thing. That's the band that's in the parking lot of the band that you're going to see, that have, they're handing you a flyer and a audio cassette with a 2 song demo that they put in their basement, or a burned CD that they're giving you and saying, "Hey, we're playing next week at so and so. Show up."
yeah, come pay the cover charge that we get $1 out of five for, and then buy our shirt that we
Yeah, buy a
spent that
T-shirt.
we spent $30 on, or we spent $15 on. We sell you for 30.
Mm-hmm.
That's how you make money. You don't make money by selling, and that's the future of AI art. You don't sell AI art. You sell things affiliated with it. Like, hey, I would love to. We make AI art. I'm telling everybody this because we believe in radical transparency and honesty. Why not? Come at us in the comment section. I don't care. I would love for us to produce AI art and sell prints because we would sign them or figure
Mm-hmm.
something else out or put a QR code on them. If you think
Mm-hmm.
that's wrong or stupid, I'm not calling it art. Josh is in it. And anyway, anything that we would make would come from Josh's art, not from someone else's art. And welcome to the synthesizer, guy. I don't know what to tell you. Like,
Yeah, yeah. It's a tool, and it's not going to go away. And as people can be as scared of it as they want to be,
mm-hmm.
but the reality is, it's not going to replace human ingenuity.
No, it
It's
will replace human work that wasn't ingenious, or sorry, wasn't genuine
genuine.
or genius.
Yeah, it will ultimately do what all the other things like this have ever done. Is it's going to weed out the lazy.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to weed out the whiners that don't, that would rather sit back and just, I can't believe that they're trying to destroy us. Be better at your job than a computer, man.
Be
Like,
irreplaceable.
yeah, make yourself relevant.
Now,
It's
I
a
would not.
challenge.
There's a two-sided thing with this. I would not tell a railroad worker this in like the 1800s or whenever the John Henry story, maybe the 1700s, whatever. I'm not a history major. When they, like the steam engine came out and it could drive faster than railroad workers, you don't tell them be irreplaceable. That's a skill. That's a hardworking job. If you're an
Mm-hmm.
artist, that it's always your job to be irreplaceable.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I apply that to myself too as a writer and as someone who makes music. Chat GPT is coming from my job too.
Yeah.
It's my job to have a voice that can't be replicated, and when they do replicate it, I change it to something else and I make it something they have to keep up with. That is human
Mm-hmm.
innovation.
Yeah.